Now when I start, you don't think maybe small thing. If you are talking of boxing in Nigeria, these are there among those fighters that start. You don't think I started from Bariga, Dawood, and that thing that happened for Bariga motivate me. They think I started from the street. I started from the street, from the local gym, but I'm not a street fighter. That's why I usually tell people boxers are not street machines. Gbogbo akọ́lọ́ mọ̀ ta ò bọ̀ àwọn èèyàn kọ́ máa ń sọ pé ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gbòòrò kí ìrọ̀ our own boxing we take the boxing to the next level. I train in the gym despite the gym is local. The CMS primary school àti bẹ̀rẹ̀ boxing. You make me remember back then in Bariga. We do sparring every Sunday and one of those fighters people will come they want to watch Lawal ẹ̀ṣẹ̀. I did try that time. Somebody can testify to it. My civilian coach, Abiodun Kazim. After training, I'm on Lawal I won't watch. Even almost my mate that we train together then. A lot of people don't give up already. But I'm very happy with where I am today. I'm one of the best, not only in Nigeria, in the world. I'm the best.
Nice one.
That's good, champ. I'm the best. Walk. Education. Walk.
It's not your strength.
The fighter everybody is looking up to say Lawal. Abẹ́ wo ibi tó fẹ́ bá dé.
I started playing basketball when I was like little, like not little, but little. I started with one time where like they brought a basketball hoop to my school. Like I see my friends playing, because then I was playing volleyball actually, because that's what I knew how to play. So then I saw my friend taunting me, telling me I like play female sport and all, because most of the guys play basketball, while I play volleyball. So they were like, I should come and play. Then I got like, I just changed my mind to like play basketball.
Nice.
City, let's go. Yeah, you got lucky the last time, boy.
Nice.
There was this particular guy, he was very good, like with ball hands and everything. Then he called me out like, I should come then, just to like disgrace me because he was very good. Then he crossed me, then I could remember then my pants tore, like my trousers tore. So it was like trash and everything. So I now had like that mentality, like, why would you just call me? He knows I don't know how to play, why do you have to like do that to me? I was like, I have to learn how to play this thing. So ever since I started learning and learning. So I wouldn't say, it's more of revenge that made me like start playing basketball actually. Because I wanted to get back to it, and I did. I met with him like after secondary school because then he had like an offer to go to another school, one international school. Then unfortunately came back. And I was like, oh, you see this guy will cross me that time, will disgrace me. So I was like, okay, let me just like get back to him because we play in sports center. So then I had like the opportunity to like play with him, then trash him because I was like, okay, now I'm better now. Like obviously I'm going to trash him. Then I was able to trash him. I was able to like put him in his place.
Nice. Nice shot. I need more of that. Nice, good. Nice.
If not boxing, every parent, every family like football. As you always see in Nigeria, everybody want to become footballer. Mama play ball, ṣùgbọ́n mi mọ ball gbá. Tó bá sọ wípé champion, some champions are born and some are good by hard work. But èèyàn tó mọ ball gbá, nínú tó yẹ ń gbá gbọ́n àwọn eléyìí. If you train, you go sabi football. I no sabi football. Another sport tí mo ní experience only kickboxing. Because it's combat sport as well and it's a combination of kick and punch. And I'm a boxer. I think in the amateur, I want to take place in the kickboxing championship and I come out victorious.
So aside basketball, I just need something to like just escape out of reality. So I chose modeling because that's what I actually like. Aside basketball, that's what I wanted to do. Like I just want this. Sometimes you need this fame, so I just want that as like an easy access for me to like get out of this country because modeling and like models tend to like travel out for shoots or this and that. So I found it like as an easy access for me to like leave this country. That's why I like chose modeling. But in the long run, modeling still has its own like ups and downs. Like, but the down part is very like crazy because there's some things you see modeling like and that will scare you off. Like, and that's very crazy. And that's what I'm seeing right now. So the down parts I'll talk about like the sexuality. Because I'm not really like comfortable. Because I tell them anytime they come to me, I tell them I'm straight. Then just give me this job, let me do my job and leave. But they kept imposing this thing like, I will take you somewhere, I will do this, I will do that, I will do this. Then you like, if you don't concur with what they say, they'll tell you, I'm going to spoil your career, you're not going anywhere, you're going to drop you. I lost like a lot of jobs because of that, just because I didn't want to concur to what they asked me to do. I lost lots and lots of jobs.
Okay. Yeah. Box. Block you. corner. 1 minute left. Go, Jomi.
Every champion in the world always has challenges. I'm not gonna lie, challenge plenty. But you will not believe, I will not allow the challenge to weigh me down. That challenge will motivate me to the level to me. How you go to see a boxer, you train sometimes with the coach outside, you see in the facility you see only one punching bag and a lot of fighters, and we want to manage ourselves and we want to become champion. A lot of people don't give up, but I focus, I motivate myself, I let that challenge to motivate me to the level I am now.
Like there are a lot of challenges basketball is in Nigeria. At first, I would say like corrupt. Like the coaches are very corrupt because they have this like opportunities for like younger players to like take them abroad, take them like somewhere they can make something out of basketball. But they chose to like just audit.
In abroad, they have public support. If you started doing any sport, not only boxing, in abroad, people will be interested, they want to invest in your life. You will start keeping your record, you get recognized by the government, a lot of support from different angles. Which is what we're not having in Africa, especially here in Nigeria. Being an athlete in Nigeria, it takes a lot of challenge for you to be ahead or to be ranked in the world.
Every second you take.
It takes a lot of stress. You do it individually before you get to the level of national. It takes a lot of challenges. Being recognized in the national, you have to win a lot of competition before you represent your country.
I don't really know how to think like because you see like someone working his ass out almost every day. He just should to give another guy just because he's like very tall, like he's just so. I know like heights play a major role in basketball also, but there are some things that you have to like look at before you can like offer someone something.
Very soon, you don't have any.
Okay, I know this guy is tall. It's very easy for him to enter the NBA. I know, but what are the things you are like opening for the shorter guys? People under like 5'3", like 5'2". What are the opportunities you are trying to pass them? Just left them. If you see the like majority of Nigerians like that trash in basketball, like they are not. I don't know how to put this, but the shorter people just don't have opportunities. So they give the opportunity to like the other players.
It's very difficult for Nigeria to produce a home-based champion. Somebody that is trained here in Africa, in Nigeria, and get to that place and make it. You see, all these are our champions. 80% of our champions, they need to relocate to abroad to train with experienced coaches in their facilities for them to be able to do very well.
I see like people under like 6'2", like shooting this ball, like handling the ball, like the mindset of the mind of the game, like they have the mindset for the game, they have the right mentality for the game. But just because they are short, they don't have like the chance to like go.
A lot of people will look at you, they want to see what you can offer. Is this journey clear? Is there road in this journey? Is there everybody that come around to watch you that loves you? Elomi wa, they want to see you beaten.
Ladies and gentlemen, Metro from Nigeria, Riliwan, the real show boy, Lawal.
And there are some people, they are there, and your happiness, your greatness, and they give them joy. That boy, they represent us. Because I know they represent only myself. I represent my family, I represent my hood, Bariga. I represent the Nigerian army. Because if they mention my name, they will mention Bariga, they will mention Nigerian army. And if I'm part of the country, either I resided to America, UK, people will say this fighter is from Nigeria. Riliwan Lawal of Nigerian army. And to the local people, Omo Bariga, Ajowani, you know her.
Oh, my bro, let's go, my bro. Love that. Yes, sir. Oh. Sorry, bro. Oh. Yes, sir.
Me going into the ring, I believe in myself, I'm going to win. And I have the zeal in my mind, this fighter is hearing my name, and he accepts the offer, he wants to fight me. So I put my life at the bet that I need to win this fight. Mo fẹ́ kí àwọn family mi kọ́ mọ̀ pé mọ̀lẹ́bí wa lélẹ̀, ilé wa ló ti wá, ọmọ Bariga ni, àdúgbò wa ló ti wá, sójà ni. You can see a lot of people the happiness is not for only me. The winning is not for only myself. My winning is the military winning. The winning is for my family. The winning is for my hood.
The bout has come to an end, as the blue corner refused to come out for the 6th round. And so we have your winner by TKO. And new Africa Boxing Union Featherweight Champion, ladies and gentlemen, Riliwan, the real show boy, Lawal.
In 2011, I won the South-South Championship boxing in Nigeria. 2012, I won the local government championship, gold. 2013, I repeat being the champion, and I was enlistment into the military 2013. after a national open championship. A championship takes place in the military. It is called Nigeria Army Nigeria Army Sports Festival. In boxing, I was crowned the champion. I won gold medal, which all my fights are knockout. And after that, another open national championship, not Lagos State anymore. National championship, a Nigerian championship to select the champion in Nigeria, which the 36 states represent their champions, including the forces. I don't need to flatter my mouth. As I've been doing, workaholic, the champion is in the blood, and I have champions around me, training me. I come out first, which I defeat the current champion of Nigeria. Then that represent Nigeria in All African Games, Olympic qualifiers. A fight that makes everybody in the hall to stand up and start clapping. In my pro, I've not lost. I have 16 straight win record, 12 in the way of knockouts, the undefeated back-to-back champion. But him and amateur, I have a lose. And to me, it's not lose. It's a lesson. And the other lose I have is international against a Moroccan fighter, which is one of the persons that said, "Oh, bro, you are a champion." You know, when you fight somebody and you feel the spirit, we fight from round 1 to 3, and he can't be able to fight the other day. The beating will be small, and I give him a cut for his eyelid from. He give me head boot in this cut. This cut make me remember the fighter, Mohammed. And his own cut is even bigger than this. He won the fight, but he can't fight the other day. He won in the quarterfinalist, and he can't fight in the semi-final. For you to see how brutal the injury is. And he said to me after the fight, "You are a champion. Go and test pro. Go into pro." I never believed you were fighting like this. And he has been watching my clips before I even get to the competition. He recognized me. I'm one of the toughest opponents in his career. I don't just have to deserve to dream, but I have to accomplish my dream by setting a goal towards it. We start the plan, we start the journey from 1-0, 2-0, 3-0. I emerged the national and the West African champion 2020. I think that was January 26, if I'm not mistaken, in the presence of Nigeria. I made it. I fight with a former champion, a gladiator, a warrior. And everybody say, "This Lawal is arrived." Former champion in the amateur, now champion in the pro. And I usually tell myself, I'm coming out as the best. I'm going to be the best. Or we have to focus, face the journey, and I have a lot of records to break. In the military, we have only one champion in the pro that is recognized by the world. But I want to defeat his record. I want to go ahead of him. I want to break the record. And I see in Nigeria, it's very hard for fighters to become a champion from the home base. I've traveled around the world, but I've not been in Europe to compete with the so-called world champion. And I'm getting closer to it. 2022, in the March 19, I become WBC, Confederation Continental African Boxing Union champion. The title affiliated to the world champion. I've been recognized by the WBC, defending my title in a short period of time, and I'll be rated top 10 in the world under WBC, which I'm closer to my dream. That's why I look up to the champions. I just want to fight. I want to fight all the so-called world champions because I tell myself and I tell people they were just privileged to be there. If I should have the same opportunity they are having, the same facility they are having, the same treatment they are having, I would do much more better than them. If you say my father get money, my father dey abroad. Maybe I for no dey Nigeria. Maybe I for no even join Nigeria army. Na only God know where I go dey. But I'm born and brought up here in Nigeria. All of us dey inside this Nigerian palava. I will do and small they go. So and I can manage to be in this level, which I'm saying very soon I'm escaping poverty. Because becoming that world champion will change the face of my family. I will be able to pay my family bills. I want to make it in the boxing and come back and give to the society, give back to them. People are supporting me, people are praying for me. It's not only by my power, but the grace of God and support of people that comes out that show love. So being at the top doesn't mean I don't arrive, I don't get money, I can't forget. Myself, I started from local level. Make I come back, look people behind, lift them up. So I like to give back. Arms giving, just like Manny Pacquiao. He's been helping his people in his country.
Yeah, I tried playing one, like point guard. Then it was not actually easy because before, like I felt like the job the point guard was doing was that easy. So I just see them like just cross the ball to the other court, then look for the main guy that set plays. So I thought it was actually easy, so I tried it. Then I saw like waiting on these guys they do no easy, oh guy. Like they have to like call plays, do this, do that. The way I learn, I have to like practice and watch to fight with them. But point guard, like I feel like they are very smart. Like they once they see something, they know what's going on already, which I don't really like have until like practice over and over again. So that's why I just stick to two. Then people thought like two, like shooting guard was easy because all they just get to like run around and shoot the ball. So but shooting guard is not that easy because you just have to score. Like you have to learn how to shoot. Like not only that, you have to be smart with it also. So that's the only position I tried to play, but the rest were that easy, except fight because of my height.
I'm a kind of person that if I'm fighting, I'm always happy. That I want to go out there to show myself to the world. My fans are there waiting for me. They want to see what I can do. So I enjoy myself fighting. Being in the ring, I always enjoy myself. So no matter anything anybody do, I will just reason, I will just laugh. Go and find out about me. I'm one of those fighters, even though they do something where they pay me, you no go know. I go just dey laugh. Because I don't want that thing you're doing to bring me down. Instead of me acting somehow, I will just be smiling, be happy with myself, because I want everybody to see me, enjoy me. You buy your ticket, I want you to enjoy your ticket. I will entertain you and I will make sure I win the fight. I don't get into the ring and I get carried away. I'm there for business. He wants to win. I want to win also.
My parents are like educated. They don't like, none of them play sport. I'm the only person that plays sport in my family. So it's kind of challenging because my dad is a lecturer in Unilag, while my mom sells something. So my mom kind of like agreed for me to play sport. But my dad was always like, sport, can you come? Like people are not making it sport in Nigeria, like blah blah blah, just waste of time and all. So like I'm just trying to like prove them wrong because I can still study while I can still play sport also. I can do them like side by side. So like I'm still trying to like, I'm still in that battle because I've not won yet because I'm still here. Like he's still one feeding me and everything. So it's still my parents like challenging, like aside on-court challenges.
From the beginning, I would say my parents, they did not know I'm doing the boxing sport.
Hard work, dedication, consistency, no perfection. I'm the best. I'm the best. I believe in the power of strong, I'm the best. I want it all. If you're not ready, don't come for it.
Till I was shown on the TV, you will be surprised. I used to go to training every day, even sometime before I go to school, early morning, and nobody knows. Until a day I win a championship, I was being interviewed in the TV. Somebody just come into our room and say, knock our door, come into the room, say, they were showing Lawal in the TV. I said, for what? Showing me, nobody know I'm boxing in my family then. The person need to instruct my family that NTA. So they need to tune the station to NTA. The next thing everybody is watching are the passion that is in me answering the question in the interview. So my parents look, so you've been boxing and we don't know? You'll be surprised. The other day my mother wake me, you will not go to training. Because you can see, in my family, no boxer in my family, I'm the only boxer in the family, and they can see I've done this boxing to the level. I don't know, they are showing me in the TV. It means I'm going places. I don't think they have shown my father in the TV before. So the other day, as he's coming back from work, he bought me canvas. So you'll be using it to train.
I'm ready to shake the world.
If my pikin won't become boxer, I can't dispute it. The champion is in the blood. And I can't force my boy to do, this is the sport you have to do this, because sometimes this is part of the mistake parents are doing. Omodo will play basketball and go watch boxing to make it there, hard. But you don't wish to watch boxing. And every parent, they want their children to be greater than them.
Go. Go. Come on.
10 seconds to go.
Now. Okay. Ha. Come on.
Which height tí n bá wà nígbà yẹn tó yẹ pé mo ti di champion mi ní fẹ́ kọ́mọ mi kó jẹ́ local. So he needs to continue from where I stop and become one of the best as I am. And the position I am then will determine how he's starting his own sporting career.
My favorite player is Kobe Bryant because that's the play style I like. Because me watching Kobe, is kind of like very interesting because it's aside the fact that it's tough, it's part of the tough fight and everything. It's very skilled. Like I just love his mindset, the mentality brought to the game. Because aside basketball, the mentality like still works aside basketball. But I just like his competitiveness, like his toughness, like his strength and his wisdom, like brought to the game. There's a particular Korean video I would like to show you guys. Without me even searching, is there already.
At the moment, I will tell people the world champion I look alike with Floyd Mayweather. I love the passion, I love the hard work, the dedication, and the flamboyant lifestyle. I want to be like Floyd Mayweather. But I'm not here to change my name. The real showboy, King Lawal, that everybody know. You know, him not the world champion. How will you marry Mayweather to worry in Nigeria? Mayweather to worry in Africa.
That's why I actually played too, like because of him. Because I know the job is not easy for him. I just love like the mindset. Like I want to play like Kobe. I want to play like proper like in the work ethic, like waking up by 4, even though it's not possible right here in Nigeria. Because there's no way you can wake up by 4, like go to the gym and all. But I still try my best to like still wake up as early as I can, then practice like 3 to 4 times a day. No gym is open by 4. Everywhere, and because of the security reasons, everywhere is just so scary. You can't just wake up by 4, then go to the gym because it's dangerous.
I have passion for another fighter as Manny Pacquiao. I want to have such feelings, helping people like the way he does. Manny Pacquiao have touched many's life. For somebody to finish fight and build a 1,000 building for 1,000 less privilege, it's a story that touches somebody's heart. I love to do that. My message to those upcoming children that want to become a champion, you have to dedicate your mind, put your spirit, listen to your coach. Coach was once an athlete. Sword passed through fire before it becomes sword. He passed through a lot of challenges. Never give up. And prayer is the key. And consistent make perfection. Forget about side distraction. A day you go out without coming back with penny. A day you go to training and come back without having food. These are challenges and these are things that motivate you. Be passionate about what you want. If you really want it, please go for it. That's my advice.
Nice.
Africa generally, I still like see it going so because there are other countries that take basketball more seriously, like Egypt, Uganda, then I think South Africa, I guess. So I see them like I see basketball growing in general in Africa, but in Nigeria I don't think it's going anywhere because there are still like corrupt coaches in Nigeria. So I don't see it going anywhere in Nigeria. Well, if modeling like works, I would love to like go into modeling fully. But due to like what's going on, I don't think modeling will work. I'll just take my education seriously because I have plans for my education also because I still want to get my PhD just like my dad, and I still want to like do some other stuff. So I'll choose education if basketball does not really work out and modeling is still like kind of shaky.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. coach. You are the best. I love you. Thank you, coach.
To all the champions out there, they should get ready for me. I'm not just coming to fight them, I'm coming to win, to dethrone them, to take over their throne. I want all the challenges to start coming to me. Riliwan Lawal, the champion from Nigeria, from Nigerian army.
Who I am, the real showboy. That same King Lawal from Nigeria army. I'm ready, anybody, anytime, anywhere, any day. The dream is to fight around the world. Precisely Las Vegas. Those so-called champions, those fighters there should get ready for me. I'm coming for you people. I'm gonna blow your ass off. Get ready.
I need a chance to fight with so-called world champion, and I'm ready to prove myself to the world. I'm Riliwan Lawal, the real showboy everybody know. The new defeated champion from Nigeria. I want to break the yoke. It's been a while Nigeria produced a champion from featherweight division, which I'm promising I'm going to be the next.